Greeting Local 2627 sisters and brothers. Today is Wednesday, January 30th. And of course, we're still not completely where we need to be because the building is shut down. So the videos don't always come out on Monday because we have been relying on the sunlight to give us enough light to shoot the video. I was able, because in our office we have a big photography lamp. I was able to get a little lamp. I brought it to the office this morning because it seems like we're going to have this type of weather for a couple of days. Anyway, moving right along. Please don't think that you're entitled after you've been working for the city for 15 or 20 years. Probably 85% of all the disciplinary grievances we get are from people who have longevity in the city. Management may ask them to change their desk or change their phone numbers or ask them to do a different task which falls within their title description. And the members seem to think that they don't have to do it. They don't think they have to come to work on time anymore. I mean, please be careful with this, because just because you have longevity in the city does not mean that you're exempt from being brought up on disciplinary charges. So please be careful with that. Another issue, it's not really an issue, but it's a benefit to you. If you have 10 years of service and you run out of sick time, there's something called the 3.5 rule that the agency discretionary can grant you up to 3 months sick leave. If you have 10 years of service and you have some type of sick issue, you should go and talk to your HR director. Remember, it's discretionary. If you have a bad time and leave record, they probably will refuse you. But just keep that in mind. If you have 10 years of service and you, like I said, and you have a reasonable time and leave record, the agency discretionary can offer you 3 months sick time. Also, you can go to the agency and ask for dedicated sick leave if you run out of time. That's where another member can donate some of their sick time to you. So keep these things in mind. The personal services unit at DC 37 seems to be the best so far. I've heard horror stories from the CUNY equivalent of PSU services, and what they actually told one of our members the other day, well, maybe you should go look for another job someplace else. I mean, that's not the way you're supposed to handle these types of situations. Anyway, so remember, Personal Services Unit at DC 37, and of course all these numbers are on our website. The buses are on strike because DC 37, Mayor Bloomberg decided that he wants to take away some of the benefits like job security and things like that, seniority. And there's about 8,800 school bus drivers who are specially trained to handle especially the special needs children. And he wants to privatize this out. As everything else, anytime we privatize something, we have serious problems. So just, if you can go out there and support them, get on one of their strike lines and whatnot, it would be well appreciated. It would be really showing solidarity. The salaries for our titles and the longevities for our titles is all listed on our webpage. You can go to our webpage, and on the left-hand side, you will see a drop-down to give you this information about salaries, longevity, and also the titles. Temporary phone numbers are still on our webpage, and we update them as the new numbers come in. What else? Phone numbers. I'm telling people over and over and over, they're sending us these long emails, but they don't include a phone number. Do not expect us to have the time to type back a response. We may have questions. The only way to answer these questions is to have a phone number to talk to. So please do not send us an email without including your phone number so we can call you back. I want to mention something on the education benefit. Since DC 37 relies on their electronic system, their computer system, to keep track of who's been reimbursed and who hasn't, right now they're still having a problem because the system is not up. 2627, as you know, will also reimburse you, and they're both reimbursements are up to $800 a year. Right now, if you have to apply to DC 37 for reimbursement, we are not going to process anything that did not go through DC 37 because it opens up a can of worms for a lot of things. One thing is you could get a reimbursement from us for, I don't care, $800 or so, and then go to DC 37 because DC 37 doesn't track the reimbursements that we give out. So you could reapply to DC 37 when all this is over and get another $800. So that's $1,600 a year that you got for only $800 cost, and that would be double dipping. It'd be I mean, it's not something that you should do. So the only way that we can make sure that our records are right is to wait for you to get the update from DC37, your reimbursement, so we can see the canceled check. Now, of course, if you're doing a certification which DC37 doesn't reimburse you for, you can still send your reimbursement forms, applications to 2627, and we will reimburse you for certified exams. On a note, sad note, one of our longtime shop stewards, used to be second vice president at one time at 2627, Stanley Cates, who works for NYPD. His wife passed away early this week from an illness, a long illness, and we send out our love to Stanley and his family and our sympathies, and we hope that he can get over this as soon as possible. It's something that's very hard. He was married for, I believe, 37 years, so it's very hard on him and his family. Until next week, this is Robert Guy in Solidarity. Thank you.